Good evening. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Currently half time in the Manchester United Liverpool game. Controversy left, right, and centre. Klopp's going mad. But we are going to preview the Arsenal game, which is an 8 o'clock kickoff, I believe, tomorrow night, Monday night against Sheffield United at Sheffield United. They're a newly promoted team. They're hovering above relegation at the moment, but they're actually doing all right. They've got 9 points in the bag already, so I suppose they're a quarter of the way to safety. There's a lot of teams below them, including Watford, that are miles worse than them. But it's not going to be an easy game. And, what with Tottenham nicking a point at the weekend, what with Chelsea winning, Man United currently winning at half-time, we need to go and get 3 points. It's as simple as that. By hook or by crook, we go and get 3 points. I don't care if the performance is dead. We go and get 3 points, and we fully put in a shift. We know they're going to be up for it. We know they're going to put in the hard work and determination, Sheffield. We know their fans are going to be up for it. It's a massive game, like I said yesterday on my stream. And I do apologise about my stream yesterday. The Wi-Fi was dead. So yeah, anyone who did sit through that, fair play to you. But their fans are going to be up for it. We're a big draw. That stadium is going to be absolutely rammed. And they're going to be full of voice. They're going to back their team all the way. And if we're not up for the fight, we're not going to win the game. We know what Arsenal do on the away days. We're not great away from home. Hopefully this season we can put that to put that in the bin, and hopefully we can come out of that with 3 points, because I think that in the grand scheme of things, people are sitting here and saying, "Oh well, Emery in, Emery out, all this, shake it all about." At the end of the day, we were currently third going into this game. We're not third now, but we need to go and get 3 points, because it's all about getting Champions League football. That's what the club want. That's what most of the fans want. I'm not too fussed whether we're in Champions League, if I'm being completely honest. I've actually enjoyed the Europa League games. The fact that we have a chance to actually win it has made it exciting, rather than just making up the numbers, which we've done in Champions League for a very long time. So I'm not too bothered whether we get Champions League. But yeah, for the sake of the club, it does help. We will be going there. VAR is useless. It actually is as well. I'll come back to that in a minute. But we're going to go to Sheffield, and we're going to have to put in a shift, and that's going to reflect in the team that I've picked. I've gone with a team that I don't suppose many people will go for. I don't think so anyway. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll read some of your comments out in a minute. But I'm going to start with my 1 to 11. Don't forget, I will be back at 9 o'clock tonight. I know I said that yesterday and the day before, but I will be back tonight at 9 o'clock. But yeah, drive the likes up. 115 people watching live, which is pretty good numbers considering there's a game on right now. So I do appreciate everyone watching. I'm going to go with Leno in goal. I think that's a no-brainer. So we'll swerve straight past that. I'm going to go right back Hector Bellerin. I think he's ready. I think it's time that we started him. I think Callum Chambers, as good as he has played, I'm going to drop him. And that was probably the toughest decision I made for my 11, because I think he's been superb. But Hector gives you something slightly different. It gives you the pace going forward. It gives you and when you go with pace, that scares the life out of players. That scares the life out of defenders, midfielders, etc., etc. He's got that pace. Yes, I don't think he's as quick as he was when he first burst on the scene. Maybe his ponytail was holding him down. I don't know, but he definitely seems to have lost a little bit of his edge. But last season, until he got injured, I thought he was playing all right. Then he got that injury. He had a long layoff. He's come back now. He's played a handful of games. And I think that it's time he starts. And it's kind of sad on Chambers, but that's what I'm going with. Left-hand side, the main man, Tierney. He has to start this game. Again, another one who's had an injury. He's come back. And I think that he will start. I'm picking him. I don't care if Emery don't. I'm picking my team. And I'm going with Tierney. I think we've seen enough in the games that he's played to suggest he's got a brilliant career ahead of him at Arsenal. His crossing is on point. The striker's going to have a field day when he's whipping balls into them. Obviously, when he has played, he hasn't had a Aubameyang up front. He's had other players, Martinelli, etc. And the crosses he's been putting in for Martinelli, who's not on the level of Aubameyang or Lacazette. So it only bodes well for us going forward that if we start this guy, Aubameyang's goals will probably pick up even more than they actually are. And Lacazette's too. Into centre-backs, I'm going to start David Luiz. I know people will probably have a meltdown about that, but I don't want Socrates starting. I don't think he's done anything to warrant a start again this season so far. He's been absolute liability so far this season. He's been rash. He's been all over the place, and he hasn't looked like he's interested one little bit this season, which is kind of sad because last season I actually thought he played pretty well in the majority of the season. It was saying that we hadn't seen a centre-back that wants to have a fight with people and wants to get stuck in with people. This season he's looked so far off the pace, it's unbelievable. So for me, David Luiz all day long. Next to him, another one that was injured. I'm going to start him, Rob Holding. I thought he was our best centre-back until he got injured. And then after that, we kind of collapsed, shipping goals left, right and centre. But he's back. He's played quite a few games for under 23s as well. And I think that two would complement each other. They can both pass out from the back. They can both take a man on. They can both bomb forward, but they can both defend as well. I know David Luiz ain't as good defensively as Holding, but when Luiz is good, he is very good. So, and I think that if we want to play this passing out from the back game, that's the pairing that I'd go for. Into midfield, Joe Willock. I'm going to start Joe Willock for this game. I thought that he started like a house on fire this season. I thought he was absolutely superb, and I think that it was kind of harsh that he got dropped for the Tottenham game. And I said this at the time because he's been at the club 16 years. He knows what it means to play against Tottenham. You know, he's done it for youth level. Why not start him? Why not put him in the team for that game? And Emery didn't do that. I think that his work rate, his legs running up and down, he's like an Aaron Ramsey type player, isn't he? He can get in the box, he can score goals, but he can defend, he can get stuck in. We see that on the very first game of the season against Newcastle, where he got clattered into the ad holdings, got up, chased Shelvey down, and won the ball back. You know, Emery was loving that. So I don't see why he dropped him for Tottenham, but for me, he starts this game. Next to him, personally, I think this guy's been our best midfielder this season, and that's Guendouzi. Shortlisted for the Golden Boy Award. He's in the final 20 for that. I think he's been superb. I know a lot of people don't rate him, but personally, I think he's been fantastic. And he has to start. He never shirks from the ball, always wants the ball, whether we're playing rubbish or not, whether he's playing rubbish. He always wants the ball. So for me, I'd start both of them. In front of them, I would go with Ceballos. If he doesn't do it in this away game, I think I'd drop him for a couple of away games after that, because I think he's been a bit poor in the away games. He was all right at Watford, but other than that, he was a statue up at Anfield. And this is going to be a game where he needs to get hold of it by the scruff of the neck and dictate it and say, no, today I'm gonna be the main man. I'm going to put in a performance like I did when I came on against Tottenham. You know, when he came on in that Tottenham game, he was absolutely superb against Burnley, man of the match by a country mile. Absolutely outstanding performance, but they're at home. They're home games. It doesn't seem like he can do it away from home right now, other than the 45 minutes or 50 minutes or whatever it was he played against Watford before Emery suddenly subbed him. So that's my three in midfield. The three up front, Nicola Pepe. Man needs a goal. He's got to score. He needs a goal. I watched a little highlights reel of him. Somebody posted on YouTube earlier. I think it was yesterday. I watched it today. And he's actually done some fantastic things. His dribbling's mad. He can embarrass anyone. He's just selling dreams left, right and centre. His end product has been shocking so far. His work rate's not been great. And I think that I expected a little bit more, if I'm being honest. But that's not saying I'm on his case or I hate him or this and that. I'm prepared to give him time. He's our record signing, so why not give him time? But I would start him for this game. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Saka. I think he deserves another go. I think he's been brilliant this season when he's played, and fair play to him. He's took his chance. Others have come in and haven't taken their chance. Reece Nelson being one of them. I don't think he's really done a great deal. I think he's actually injured as well, Reece. But yeah, I'll go Saka, and then we're going to go with Player of the Month for Aubameyang up front. And I think that team there has got a bit of everything. It's got a little bit of composure at the back with Holding, maybe not so much composure with Luiz. But you've then got the bombing fullbacks that can cross a ball. Hector has got better at crossing. Tierney's unreal at crossing. You've then got the work rate in midfield with Joe Willock. You've got a little bit of creativity there with Ceballos. But you've also got the deep lying guy in Guendouzi that can feed the ball through the channels to the attacking players, to Ceballos. But then you've got the pace and the trickery, and then you've got the top banger up front as well. So I think that team's good enough. I think that team should easily beat Sheffield United. I think the game's going to be difficult. They're going to I don't think they're going to come at us. Although saying that, listen, they scared the life out of Liverpool the other week. They did absolutely fantastic. They were so unlucky not to get anything. And the goal that Liverpool won the game by was just the freakiest goal of the season so far. But they had chances, Sheffield United. Like I said, I don't think they're going to come at us. I don't think they're going to come firing at us because they know if they open the game up, we can rip anyone. So I don't think they'd be stupid or naive enough to go and do that. With that being said, that might weirdly be their best form of defence, because our defence ain't great, is it? So if they do have a go at us, maybe we'll flop again. Who knows? But I do think that we'll win the game, and I think that we'll win it quite comfortably in the end. That's not saying it's going to be a comfortable game, because I don't believe it will. But I think overall, when you look at the scoreline at the end of it, I think we will run out winners comfortably, which is why I'm going to go with a score prediction of 3-1. I think we'll go 1-0 up. I think that they'll probably come back into it, but then after that, I think our quality will show. I think our energy levels will show. You know, the fact that they've only just come up from the Championship, they're starting to get used to the Premier League now, and the pace and how quick the intensity and stuff like that is. We're used to that, and Emery's raised it level after level. We haven't done so much of the pressing, although I will say the last couple of games I've watched, we have started to press a little bit higher up the pitch. We were sitting 10 yards further back in previous games. So yeah, there's my thoughts and prediction. 159 people watching live. Do stick a like on the video. I do appreciate that. Do subscribe if you're new. And like I said, I will be back at 9 o'clock tonight as well. So I definitely will. I definitely will. I've got quality Wi-Fi. I've got decent lighting, I hope. I've got a nice clock behind me, and it will say 9 o'clock when I start streaming later. So let's read out some of your comments, and then I'll get back to watching the game, which is on in front of me over there. Majib, good evening to you, mate. I hope you're good. United have been decent first half, Giannis says. Yeah, they have actually. I've been watching that game. Liverpool look way off form today. It was funny watching Klopp go nuts, but I do think that VAR just shouldn't get involved. I don't rate it at all. I don't rate it. You know, Xhaka is going to start, right? Yeah, I'm not picking Emery's team. I'm picking my team, mate. So I'll always pick my team. But yeah, I know he is going to start, but I'm never starting him or Ozil in any team all season, mate. Thanks for doing the preview nice and early. Would have missed it if it was at 9 o'clock. You're welcome, mate. I'm actually late as well, because this should have been at 5 o'clock. But we just lack the end. What we lack is end product of Pepe, says Adicha. Evening to you, mate. I hope you're good. And I think that at some point he is going to come good. I think that it's just a matter of time before Pepe hits a couple of goals and goes, right, my confidence is now through the roof. And then we start seeing the right Nicolas Pepe that we see playing in France last season. I thought he was absolutely superb for them last season. So nice lineup. Thank you, mate. What do you think Emery's team will be? That's a very good question. Do you know what? That might be something I should do. Do my starting 11 and then do what I think Emery should do. So thanks for giving me that idea, mate. D-Ban. I'll go. This is what I think Emery will do. Oasis reunion or Arsenal winning the league? Arsenal winning the league all day long, but thank you for your donation as well, buddy. I appreciate that. This is what I think Emery will do. I think he'll go with Leno. I think he'll go with Chambers. He'll go with Kolasinac. He'll go with Socrates and Luiz. He'll then go with Guendouzi and Xhaka. He'll go with Ceballos, Pepe, Saka, Aubameyang. That's what I think he'll do. I don't think Kolasinac should start. I don't think he should. I don't think Chambers should. And I think he's been decent. Count Skrilla, evening to you, buddy. I hope you're good. Half of Pepe's goals in France were penalties. You still got to put them in the net, though, bruv. You've still got to put them in the net. Going for a nervy 2-1 win, says Omar. Brennan says 2-0. Tom Guna, evening to you. Emery's team will be crappier than everyone else's choice, says Tom. 6-0, says Hyacinth. Bruv, if we win 6-0, yeah, unreal. That'd be mad. It'd be about time we slap a team up, but it's not looking like it's going to happen in recent games, is it? So, yeah. It was funny. I was speaking to the taxi driver I was with earlier, Big up that taxi driver as well, by the way. Yeah, he was jokes. He was a Chelsea fan, but he was jokes. We were actually arguing about Wenger. Yeah, he loved him. And I was like, yeah, you would, because he didn't manage Chelsea, bruv. Yeah, and I was saying that I'd take Jose at Arsenal and stuff like that. He was like, what? You take Jose? But yeah, he was chatting about Arsenal, and he said that what we need to do is just go with the right 11 every week. And the right 11 is your best 11, not your best names. He was saying this to me. It's not your best names. It's not the biggest names or the most fancy names or the most expensive names at the club. It's the 11 that complement each other. And that's what I've done with my 11. So yeah, there we go. Not feeling as confident as long as we get a result. I'm happy. Nice one, Janice. Cameron says 3-1. Joe says 3-1 to them. Wow. Hope Tierney and Bellerin start, says Mina Keshi. I hope I got your name right. I hope Tierney and Bellerin start as well. Clay Torreira. He's looked rubbish this season. I can't even lie. He's not looked great, mate. So, yeah, for me, I'm not starting him in this game. Just had a few Amstel lagers. I'm a bit tipsy. Bruv, you're a lightweight if you've only had a few and you're tipsy. Yeah. Try doing a bottle of rum, bruv, yeah? Bottle of rum and Coke, sip them through a straw, couple of Jaegers, and then you start getting a little bit wavy. Come on, bruv. 2-0. Oh, I like this. 2-0, Khalid says. Aubameyang and Chambers to start. So you'd have Chambers start, yeah? Evening, Sergio. I hope you're good. If Socrates starts, we'll be 2-0 down first half. Well, that's a big possibility. Listen, he's been rubbish. He has been absolutely appalling this season. And I don't know how he gets in the team. You know, if you're doing it off of performances, him and Xhaka should not be in that team. Kolasinac should not be in that team. Yeah, it's as simple as that. But what do I know? Let's do a few more of these. I'll wrap this up in about 3 minutes, and you lot can all watch the rest of the game. But like I said, do drive the likes up. 52 of you have done that right now. Anyone who hasn't, just smash the likes real quick. Jared says 2-1 Arsenal. Chambers at centre back, says Khalid. I can see that. I can see what you're saying. I wouldn't play him at right back. I think he's filled in brilliantly at right back, but at the same time, nah, not going forward. If we want to progress, I don't personally think he's good enough. I've said this last season. I've said it all summer. He has shocked me, and I have bigged him up when he's played well, and he's played well all season. So fair play to him. But at the same time, he going forward is not the answer to the problems. Strong lineup 2-1. Evening, DJ Fury. Final score of the United-Liverpool game. Well, it's not even 55. It's 54 minutes gone, mate. We're in the 54th minute now. 1-0 to Man United. Are you having a good day? Would you like to see Luis Enrique replace Emery as manager, says Alvin. I am having a good day. I've had a great weekend with a lot of very good friends of mine, and their family and that. It's been wicked, man. And my daughter as well. So yeah, it's been sick. I had a nice little carvery earlier, and had a nice little chilled afternoon. So now having a chilled evening, relaxing, and talking to you guys. But I wouldn't take Luis Enrique as Arsenal manager. So no. James got effed when he went into the shoulder of Virgil van Dijk. Oh, bro, Virgil van Dijk, I've seen him in the flesh, mate, literally 5 foot in front of me. That geezer is massive. Yeah, absolute unit. So, yeah, good luck to anyone who wants to try and run into Virgil van Dijk. It'd be like running into a brick wall. Luis Enrique was poor at Roma. He was good at Barcelona. But listen, when you've got one of the best players of a generation, or the best player of a generation, in my opinion, Messi, playing for you, that guy single-handedly wins your trophies. Simple as that. Doesn't matter how crap the rest of them are. If you put Messi into Arsenal, we'd be miles better than we are. No matter how poor we are defensively, the guy can just spin a game like that. So, yeah. Also, don't forget as well, I will be doing a watch-along tomorrow. And do you know what the best thing about it is? I've got Sky Sports on that TV sat over there. So I will be in real time. I won't be watching it on some dodgy stream. So me and Chig will be in real time tomorrow. So that should be even more exciting than the watch-alongs normally are. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. I will be doing the starting 11 reaction tomorrow now before kickoff as well. And also, don't forget, I will be back at 9 o'clock tonight. I'm going to read out a couple more of these, and then I'm going to get out of here. Giannis says, where are you? I'm in Milton Keynes, mate. I'm in Milton Keynes right now. Back in MK. Come on, MK. I came in and yeah, Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. I came in, I fuck shit out, then I'm going to leave. Hope you are well. I'm very good, Arsenal 942. Very good. I'm going to read out this last comment. Leno, Bellerin, Chambers, Louise, Tierney, Torreira, Ceballos. Wow, you put Ozil in your team, man. Pepe, Abba, Laka. Do you know what? I thought about Laka, but he hasn't played any games. I think it's a bit too soon for him, man. But yeah, there we go. Big up everyone in the chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Listen, before you all leave, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Press the like button before you leave. And I will be back at 9 o'clock streaming again. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Go and enjoy the rest of the Man United Liverpool game, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Laters, peeps.